Blessings, my darlings. This is Amara, Amethyst, and I have some lunar guidance for all of us for the time period between the full moon in Leo, which is also a penumbral lunar eclipse on February 10th, through the new moon in Pisces, which is also a solar eclipse on February 26th, 2017. So we are in an eclipse window. Yay! It's always exciting. There's always a lot of change. There's always something unexpected happening. It's a really exciting time to be in. And so we are moving into the eclipse window, which is the time period between the two eclipses. And every time we have a lunar eclipse, it's on a full moon. So we're starting off this eclipse window with a full moon in Leo, which is a really potent full moon, especially if you're a fire sign. Which I am. This is going to be a really transformational time period that we're moving into. Eclipses always are, and this one feels like we're about to enter turbo speed and just really start moving in whatever direction it is that we are focusing on, that we are facing, basically. So like with sports, there's a follow through. Like I didn't play basketball, but I'm gonna do basketball because you can see my hands. But with a lot of sports, a lot of times there is a lot of practice that happens, and as you're practicing, you're also practicing a follow through. And so that just means keeping your intention and your attention and just really following through with your actions as well to ensure the outcome that you desire. So this is really important, especially in turbocharged eclipse time periods like the one that we are moving in, or potentially already in if you're watching this during that time. Congratulations. So this is a time of a lot of deep transmutation, changing, deep inner parts of ourselves, and this is also it's an important time to hold on tight to your intention. Again, having that follow through, and then also holding on tight to whatever it is that keeps you tethered or grounded. Whatever keeps you grounded, whatever keeps you centered in your center or feeling grounded, it's important to hold on to those practices or whatever it is that helps you to feel that way right now, because things are going to be shifting quite dramatically, and sometimes when that's happening, it's nice to have a sense of which direction is up and which direction is down, and sort of a sense of stability. And when I feel grounded and centered, I feel a lot more stable to move through whatever else is happening in my field than perhaps I do in other times when I'm not following through and feeling grounded. Okay, we all have immense opportunities right now to step up to the plate for some major ancestral healing. I'm excited. That's my thing. I love I love doing really deep healing, so I'm pretty excited about this. It feels like we're right on the cusp of something huge, a huge breakthrough. And oftentimes right before those huge breakthroughs come a lot of work or a lot of feelings of maybe I'm not going to make it, or what's going on? So just having the awareness that this is a time of major ancestral healing, healing our lineages, healing our physical ancestry, healing our spiritual ancestry. We can heal backwards on our ancestry. We can also heal forwards into the future of our lineages as well. And this time period, we have amazing opportunities to do very deep healing. Of course, this will be different for each of us as we are each on our own individual paths, which we have chosen, and we've chosen to come here to heal certain things and to do certain things. And a lot of the times, the things which we came here to do are intricately tied to those things which we chose to heal in this lifetime as well. So this is huge. This is, for many people, this is an opportunity to heal something which will then allow you to step more fully into your mastery and assist others along their path as well. That's a very amazing thing. And so we each have the opportunity to do this right now. Deep work which will catapult us ahead, or it will catapult us again. Where's your intention? So this is a huge time of deep transformation and healing, and this is going to catapult us somewhere. So where are you trying to go? Or what's your intention? And even though you may not end up being catapulted to directly a specific, say, location that you were thinking of, or maybe that's not the best example, it might not look like what you expect it to look like, is the point of what I'm trying to say. However, if you have your intention firmly in mind and heart, and if you're staying grounded and stepping up to do this work, then it will catapult you to where you need to be. You can choose to step into this deep water and move with the currents, or you can choose to stay in the shallows or on the side. It's all up to you, and it's all perfect. So, not everybody may feel ready for this huge shift that is happening, and that's okay. And some people may choose to step through that feeling of not feeling ready and do it anyway. Congratulations. And some people may choose not to, and that's perfectly fine. It's all up to you. These are just opportunities that are available to us, which we can choose to do whatever we like with or not. Okay. So I'm really excited about this reading. I'm also excited about this time period. And eclipse seasons or eclipse windows are always times of huge transformation, and I often have a lot of people reaching out to me during these times for healing sessions, for readings, for guidance, and I'm absolutely open to that as well. Okay, so let's see. Is there anything else that I would like to share with you? I'm also going to be sharing some sound at the end of this video with crystal singing bowls, so I invite you to stay for that. And also the stone rose quartz is a really beautiful crystal to be working with right now. It carries a frequency of love and of unconditional love, and this can be immensely healing for us and in our interactions with others as well. So I've got this beautiful rose quartz point just right here near our video. And I will be using the 5th Tarot, which is a deck created by Teresina and Martine Bakens, my teachers. You can purchase it online. And I will also be pulling some other oracle cards, and I'll let you know what those are as we go. So this reading is intended for all of our highest good, and in alignment with the highest good of all that is, we're asking for guidance to as fully as possible align us with our highest good during the time period between the full moon in Leo and lunar eclipse on February 10th, and the new moon in Pisces and solar eclipse on February 26th, 2017. If you find this video outside of that timeline, there's something in it for you. Time's not linear, And you'll see this whenever is right for you to see it. Okay. Got turtles and hawks. So some beautiful guides showing up for us. And it's more like a sea turtle than a river turtle. It's larger. Okay. I'm going to pick a card from a deck, which is the Water Crystal Oracle. And it's based on the work of Masaru Emoto. So I'm gonna actually flip them over this way. The water really has been reaching out a lot lately. Has some messages for us. There we go. Also gonna pull a Goddess Guidance card from the Goddess Guidance Oracle by Doreen Virtue. And an Angels of Atlantis sound healing card, which this Angels of Atlantis deck was created by Stuart Pearce. Okay. All right, our first card, I think. Actually, I don't remember which order. Wow. Yes. So pretty much exactly what I was talking about before is what came up in our reading. We received a Major Arcana card, Alchemy, which is card number 14 on the Major Arcana. And this is in the Soul Essence suit. The 5th tarot has 5 suits as opposed to the normal 4. So this tarot deck is actually quite different than other tarot decks. It's created in the energies of the 5th dimensional earth. And this card is all about, it signifies the point in our soul's journey through life of deep transformation and alchemy and balance. Being the alchemist and choosing what we are creating our lives to be and how we are shaping our bodies, our minds, our emotional fields, our souls, to how we're sculpting that into our vision and into our offering for this world. You can see here as well, there's an arrow, which is reminding me also of what I was speaking about earlier of the follow through. So that can also apply to like archery or throwing a spear, obviously. You want to follow through towards whatever your intention is. And also to not get too caught up in the details of exactly, like you don't want to be limiting yourself by saying, I only want this one thing. Be open to that or something higher. The other 2 cards we received are also in the suit of Lotus. We received the 10 of Lotus, which is Enlightenment. This has the Flower of Life. It also has quartz crystals and white lotuses on it. Some of it is floating on top of water. There's also a beautiful sunrise or sunset colors. I view this more as like a sunrise color for some reason. And the 10 is it's the completion. It's the last number of the suit, of the cards in this suit is 1 through 10. And then the court cards. And so this card also numerologically is a 1, so that's all of the different gifts of this suit, the Lotus suit, the Soul Essence suit. So all of your gifts and abilities, all of your essence, which you came here with, which stays with you throughout lifetime to lifetime, and reaching a state of enlightenment. So this doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to go sit and meditate for the rest of your life, but you may notice a new level of being or experience or a new level of embodying your soul essence through your physical form on this plane. This is a very beautiful, light energy, and it's very inspiring. So I get the sense also of allowing this version of yourself, and the more of your soul self you allow to come through, the more of a beautiful light will be shining, and it's like a beacon for other people to draw them. Initially they think they're being drawn towards you, but really they're being drawn towards themselves and their beauty, their innate essence, essential beauty and power. The other tarot card which we received is the Apprentice of Lotus, which I believe we got recently. Also, this has come up in some personal readings recently as well. And the Apprentice of Lotus card depicts a crystal skull with a star tetrahedron in it. There are dolphins also, and amethyst crystal, and there are planets and comets and a beautiful Mayan temple. This also has water in it. So both of these have water. This one also has water. This one has all of the elements in it. Alchemy card. Ooh, the Apprentice of Lotus. This is one of the court cards in the suit of Lotus, and this indicates a deeper level of devotion to embodying your essence in this lifetime, and to perhaps studying esoteric knowledge, or perhaps it's not esoteric knowledge, but perhaps it's wisdom and abilities and skills which you had in another lifetime which are coming forward very strongly now. And there's a sense of mastery of those being shared out. It's a really beautiful, powerful energy. So, and alchemy. I mean, this, we see the golden chalice and the silver chalice. There's a star sapphire and a star ruby. We have the platonic solids, the sun and the moon, earth and sky, fire and water. It's in the lotus suit. So this is a very powerful card. There's a lot of sacred imagery on here. There are angel wings as well on the cups, on the chalices. And this is really owning our creative alchemical power and creating something new. And it's also something that is already a part of us. So it's a really beautiful flow. Okay, the water card, love and thanks. So this is the shape that a molecule of water makes when the words love and thanks are said to it. And this is so important that we understand that our words that we speak and our words that we think and our emotions that we feel all have a vibration. They're saying you don't really need to go into the emotional part of it right now. That's okay. Okay, so the words that you speak and the thoughts that you think, all of us, this affects the molecular structure of our bodies. We are made up of 70% water. It also affects the world around us. You may have noticed when you're around people who are happy and always saying positive things that you might feel more happy and positive. And maybe when you're around somebody who's more negative and saying negative things, that you might feel more negative. That's exactly what we're talking about here. And so just to keep this in mind, and also to keep in mind feelings of love and gratitude are some of the highest vibrations which we experience. And to use our words to express this love and gratitude to ourselves and to others, to create more beauty and harmony in our lives. The goddess card which we received is Sige Quiet Time. She is a Gnostic goddess, mother of Sophia, cosmic mother. You see the cosmic womb here. This says, take some quiet time alone to rest, meditate, and contemplate. And she is surrounded by a rainbow aura. She's just reminding us all to meditate, to take enough time spent alone, to perhaps also spend some time in the dark or in a darkened room lit by candles. This can be romantic, which we are sort of right in that romance time of year. And it's also a very deep practice for ourselves as well. It invokes something more primal in us, and it also can invoke something more spiritual in us as well. I'm also getting a sense, because she's shh-ing, to listen more than we speak, and to really take the time to not just blurt out whatever we feel like we want to say right when we feel like we want to say it, but to slow down. And to be very mindful of our words and our other vibrations that we're putting out as well. You don't have to know what the transformation will be. This space in this cosmic womb where we're being held through this time of transition is dark, meaning we can't always see what's happening or what we are turning into, and that's okay. We don't need to try to name it. We don't need to try to say this is what's happening or that's not happening. We simply be in that space and allow and trust. Trust yourself, trust your higher guidance, your higher power, creator, goddess, whoever, and trust your divine blueprint as it unfolds. The Angels of Atlantis card, which we received, is the Archangel Uriel, freedom. And this is also a beautiful, like, cosmic card. It's like a cosmic dance. And this shows a Sufi dancing and whirling around. This is showing me a lot about the freedom that comes with our with this ecstatic state, this blissful state of dissolving into oneness. As the Sufis dance, or as the mystic meditates, or as people chant, they often will work themselves up into a rapturous state of sublime submission to the all that is and bliss. And we can invite this same freedom into our lives, perhaps through dance or a song or whatever it is that brings you that bliss. I'm going to read the little sound healing part of this. And this talks about mistakes as well. Every aspect of your consciousness is a choice, and if you have made an inaccurate choice, choose again. That is the meaning of the word mistake. If this is what you missed, take again. And that we are the only jailers of our minds or bodies or anything. So mental liberation as well as this sense of spiritual devotion. Uriel wants you to chant He and thence to release the feeling of being held back. The He will literally clear your mind. Place it in your forehead or vestigial third eye, the sixth chakra. Guidance is imminent, and once more you will dance with the infinite. So that's a beautiful card. And since we received guidance to chant through our third eye, that is what I will do. You're invited to join me as well in doing this. And I'm going to also use a crystal singing bowl. I have an alchemy crystal bowl here made of rhodochrosite. And this one is an A sharp. And that is that means it resonates with the pineal gland, which is pretty close to the third eye. I don't have a third eye chakra bowl, so I'm going to use this one since it's the closest one I have. Thank you all so much for joining me, and I love you all so much. I'm open to working with people through this intense time. This is what I specialize in, is helping people work through intense times and heal their lineages. And I really ultimately empowering people to live their soul purpose. And in order a lot of times for us to get to that part, we choose to move through a lot of other things which we feel may be holding us back. So I'm here for that, and I'm happy to help you out, but with a reading or an energy healing session or a mentorship, which includes healing sessions, initiations, and also guidance. Okay. So much love to all of you. If you'd like to join me in chanting, you can chant through your third eye, which is a little above your eyes and in a couple of inches back as well. So it's sort of right in the middle of your head there. And obviously you'll be making the sound vocally, but intending for it to resonate through your third eye. And the chant is He, and we're also focusing on the Archangel Uriel. I like to take a deep breath in and out, and then another deep breath in, and then start the chant. Thank you all so much. Many blessings to you through this eclipse window. Lots of love.